gas. For player 6, set to 500 gas. Okay, see what I used to do, if I can just show you here. At player 6, say when player 1 accumulates exactly 1, or I would say set resources for player 1. I would say add, and then just hold down 9 till it beeps, and then say ore and gas, and that would just give them, like, there would be 2 billion points in the at the end screen. So this actually makes it fair on the end screen, and I'm really sure, and this is almost what you need to finish your campaign mission. The only thing we're missing is objectives and triggers that will end the game. Right now, you would wipe out the Zerg player, and you would just be running around with nothing to do. So to end this, you hit player 2 and command. So for player 2, when player 6 commands exactly 0 buildings, so when our Zerg player has no buildings, you would say victory. Finish. So for player 2, which is the Protoss, player 6, the Zerg, when he has no more buildings, and the scenario in victory for player 2. Or, in player 2, when player 2, our Protoss player, commands exactly 0 buildings, and the scenario in defeat. And that will fix up anything. Now, there is these options to move up and move down. You only want to do that if you're having troubles with triggers. I've had troubles where I had to do that. It doesn't make sense why you would have to do that to me, but it does. It takes some messing with. If you have too many triggers, it can really mess things up. And I'm pretty sure that our mission is ready to go. Now I'm just going to add in a little cheat, and I'm going to say for player 2, not player 1, when, if I can find it, I don't know if I can find it. I'm pretty sure there's an option when the player types in something that something will happen. I don't know, I'll have to find that later. But we are not done yet. You remember that screen that popped up that said forces. And that's also something really crucial. You want to go under scenario and hit forces. And you want to put everything besides, and we want to put everything but blue Protoss and green Zerg into a different force. And then put green Zerg and blue Protoss in these two. And we'll give them names. We'll say the Covenant. Sure, why not? And the Flood. That's the name of their forces. And we do not random start location. That will make them different colors. We don't want different colors now, do we? And I'll say okay. And I'll get back to you to see if I can find out this cheat thing. Alright, I'm sorry guys. It appears that that cheat thing I was talking about is a trigger in Galaxy Editor for Starcraft 2, which is quite surprising that I'm really good with this campaign editor, but when I go to Galaxy Editor, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's very different. However, Galaxy Editor is way better in what you can do, and I'm pretty sure that our map is ready to go. if you liked this, if it really helped you, please comment and tell me. If you want me to actually test this, just comment yes, because otherwise I'm probably not going to. I've made many maps. I'm very confident that this would work, and I hope this just helped anyone with any really good questions. And yeah, that's basically it. Also, one more thing. This is optional. You do not need it, but is the mission briefing, which is at the beginning before the map. And you can put it all players. If you have more than one human player, you can set different briefings for the players. But we're going to just put it all players. And this is very different. And we want to say show portrait of let's just say Zercatry, slot number 1, and then we're gonna you want to put players and then actions. You want to put all your actions in one slot number 1. And the thing is, it's in milliseconds, so you got to get your metric system conversion skills up. And we're gonna say we're gonna play this message for 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3. So show speaking animation for 10 seconds. Mission objectives. Destroy the flood. And you want your mission objectives at the top. And we're going to say display text message for 10 seconds. And we're going to say and in order for the text message to go all the way through, you have to do this and say wait for the duration that the text message is going. Otherwise, it'll just skip right through and go to the next thing. And then what I like to do is say for unlimited seconds, say end of briefing, question mark, question mark, question mark. And then say wait for 9999. But before that, we want hide portrait slot number 1, and we want that moved up after the text message is done. So now we have a mission briefing right before we start a mission. Gives it a little story, just tells such magnificent stuff. Now there's a couple things that I can show you. This, all I'm showing you right now is extra. If you go under player settings again, we're going to turn off the use of defilers and queens and spellcasters to make this a very much smoother game. We're going to say queen and say disabled by default, and say defiler disabled by default. And there we go. So now we will not be able to see any defiler or queen action in this game. You can see a queen's nest be put up for him to get the hive, but he will not be able to make any queens. And that's all you really need to know. Any more questions? Sounds I can get into in a new video. Special ability settings. I really know. Oh yeah, I know what those are. Yeah, all these settings I can go into in different videos. And just any questions you guys have, thank you. Please rate, comment, and all the feedback helps. See you guys around.